Hi, I'm Alex. Have you ever wondered how far someone might go to obey orders from someone else? Well, in the early 60s, Professor Stanley Milgram at Yale University conducted a famous experiment with a fitting name, Behavioral Studies of Obedience. This experiment involved recruiting unknown subjects through a newspaper advertisement and direct mail solicitation, in which they were stated that the experiment was for a much more casual and friendly topic. Ahem, memory and learning. But, well, as this video has suggested, the experiment was for, you guessed it, behavioral studies of obedience. The studies were conducted in a laboratory setting at Yale University. Each experimental session involved 3 people: the experimenter, the teacher, and the victim, the learner. The teacher would be asked to monitor a test that the learner is taking, and to press a button to send an electric shock to the learner whenever a question was answered wrongly. The teacher was also asked to increase the shock intensity with each incorrect answer, even if the shock became too painful or dangerous. The learner would of course respond with each mistake that they made with agonizing pain and sorrow, while protesting to let it stop until they can't anymore. Well, obviously it's supposed to be painful after all. And lastly, the experimenter would then instruct the teacher to continue administering shock even if the learner was no longer responding anymore. What they found out was unexpected. Despite knowing that this is morally wrong to harm others against their will, and also most importantly, disobeying would not result in any material loss nor punishment, 65% of the participants complied with the experimenter's command, and were willing to administer a higher level of electric shock, which was 450 volts. Now, if you don't know much about electricity, let me clue you in. 100 to 250 volts would be enough for you to say goodbye to your family. Well, according to Wikipedia at least. I don't have any experience with it. Similar experiments were conducted following the Milgram Experiment, which was the Hoffling Hospital experiment in 1966, in which nurses were instructed over the phone by a physician to administer a dosage of a fictional drug into a patient that exceeded the maximum dosage limit. Yeah, we're not gonna talk about that today. So, what did we learn? This study reveals the potential danger of blind obedience to authority, even when it contradicts personal values or moral principle of an individual, and hopefully inspire researchers to further study obedience to authorities for a good cause. Oh, by the way, the learners were actually just experimenters pretending to be electrocuted, so no harm, no foul, eh?